Hello, it's me, Danyell Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. Welcome to your reading. This reading is about any eclipse season, okay? And why I say season is because eclipse happen during a season. Now, if you want a reading on the current season, I have one on Patreon, so check that out for this current season. But before you get there, this one works just for you. But if you want more details, go ahead and check out my Patreon. And that Patreon helps me continue doing what I'm doing for you guys. So go ahead and support me there. Now, if you want to know about the current astrology, I have current videos. If there's a current eclipse happening, trust and believe, I have a video on that. So go ahead and check out my other videos for the current eclipse and just any information you want to know. Now, anytime we have an eclipse, let me first say, there are two different eclipses that happen close together. There is a solar eclipse and then there is a lunar eclipse. Now, a solar eclipse happens during a new moon. Well, first of all eclipses are like new moons and full moons on steroids, okay? So a solar eclipse happens during a new moon. The new moon is the marking of new beginnings, and it brings significant changes and opportunities. Now, any solar eclipse energy lasts about 6 months, so you will feel this energy and it is longer lasting. Now let's talk about a lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse happens during a full moon, and it's about emotional closures and emotional revelations. The feelings of a lunar eclipse can last for an extended period. Now that we have a brief tutorial and a little bit more information on what are eclipses, let's talk about our pick a card. If you are new to picking a card, what you would do is look at the box down below and there are timestamps for each card. Before we get there, you want to pick a deck that resonates with you the most. If you are indecisive, you can choose 2 readings, or if one works for you, that's amazing. Now I'm going to pick, sometimes it's hard to just pick off of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to add images to help you pick further. Based on your intuition, based on your energy that you're feeling, then go ahead and pick your timestamp now. See you at your reading. Hello, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's get started. The first card, we're going to have what we need to reflect on. So the first card is about what you need to reflect on, and we have the 3 of water. It looks like you need to reflect on your girlfriends, your friendships. Who is your support group? Who are you celebrating with? This is usually feminine energy, so what female friends are you hanging around with? What is the female support group, organization, friendships? Who are you celebrating with when you decide to celebrate something? Who are you celebrating it with? Who's your community? Who are your friends? Who brings laughter to you? It looks like here that there may be some reflection that needs to happen in this department. So that's what we have with what you need to reflect with. Now, let's see how to receive more information on this, how to receive your downloads. Ooh, you need to go someone who is very confident, someone who has passion, someone who you look up to. This is a male figure, or this can be a fire sign. This could be a Sagittarius that you know, male Sagittarius, a male Aries, or a male Leo. Okay, they won't steer you wrong in the advice and helping you with your intuition. Now, Also, this could be, if you don't know a male fire sign, this could be someone who you know who is very passionate and confident, someone who is strong in their convictions, someone who is very creative. Also, yes, but they're very confident in it. So go to someone who's confident to help you with your downloads, or if you have any questions, or if you need more information on your feelings. Also, this could be someone who needs to, this could be you. And this could be when you are passionate, you get more downloads. When you are confident, you get more downloads. When you are strong in your convictions, you get more downloads. Okay. It's not just going to someone. Now, how to look after yourself during this eclipse season. We have the Six of Earth. Look at that. That is very like nurturing energy already. A way for you to look after yourself is that you need to be giving. You need to help others. When you support others, then you are able to help yourself. It makes me think of like when someone's grieving, they go help someone who's doing not as best. Okay, so let me actually give you a personal story. I had a friend who was getting a divorce. Her husband wanted to leave her, and she was very depressed and very sad about it. And when she started helping people who were suffering from cancer, her whole life changed. So basically, this is what an example of how if you help someone else, if you become more generous and help people in need, that helps you look after yourself. Okay? I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me, so I hope it makes sense to you. So also what can also help you is you accepting help, getting help from others. Okay. So not only you giving help, but you receiving help from others. Okay. Just really getting support. That's what this is. Getting support from others as well. Now, what needs to change during this eclipse season? Ooh, Seven of Fire. What needs to change is you overcoming fear. All right. You claiming your rights, you setting some boundaries. That's what needs to change. And maybe you were used to being on the stage and being celebrated, and now you have haters, right? So all that needs to change. You need to set some boundaries because the haters are here. Okay. So all that needs to change. There needs to be the energy of having independence and striving for internal peace, fight for your beliefs, and take a leadership role. Fire energy is very, very strong. So all that needs to change. Now we have how to transform during this eclipse season. We have a few cards that popped out. So first we have the Mother of Earth. So for you to transform, you need to... For you to transform, it's a very nice card, but for you to transform, you need to be more stable. You need to focus on your resources, okay, and have better health because the Mother of Earth is all about their health, but it's all about stability and practicality and being resourceful. Also taking your time to be slow. Now, anytime we have the Mother of Earth, Mother is representing water energy, so you need to practice compassion with stability. You need to practice spirituality and using your intuition with practicality. Okay. So you need to embody both water energy and earth energy. Earth energy is very grounded. Water energy is very compassionate and spiritual and intuitive. Okay. Also very creative, and you need to be very creative in a practical way. And this is one of the ways you can transform. You also have here the Nine of Fire. And the Nine of Fire is persevering. And not giving up. So in order for you to transform, you have to not give up. You have to stay resilient. You have to, your test will be your faith will be tested, and you have to stay persistent in that energy and have courage. It looks like overall there needs to be courage. Mainly through this eclipse, there needs to be an eclipse of some friendships of some sort, whatever your support group is. You need to seek someone who's confident, or you need to grow the confidence, right? Also have faith right here and be resilient. Let's pull some more cards. There is going to be a new journey with these eclipse coming up here, and that would be more with the new moon. Well, actually, no, that is with any of the eclipse. But with this new journey here, actually, let me pull her up. With this new journey, you want to expect the unexpected. You want to be very naive, and not in a negative way, but ask questions. Be open to infinite possibilities, okay? And you want to have faith, okay? Have a leap of faith. Be very optimistic. Be very brave, because it's like Aries energy. It's very courageous, and it's here to start something new. And anytime you see the 0, it's infinite possibilities. And then we have the Lovers. So also when seeking these confidence, you want to seek, and support. You want to be aligned with someone who, you want to be with people who are more aligned with your values. Okay. The Lovers is always two people, and they have the same morals. They have the same values. There's an alignment here that's very positive, and there isn't, it's love. There's compassion here. And I'm wondering with this, there isn't compassion. And here, there is major compassion. Then we have the Page of Swords, and the Page is young energy. So it could be a young energy of air. So anyone who is a Gemini, anyone who is a Libra or Aquarius, that is the young energy. But also with the Page is always earth and air, right? Because the Page is earth and this is air. So anyone who is studying and taking their time to communicate, this is the energy that needs to happen. And then we have it here with the support group, and we have it with the being resilient and staying strong. So you want to have the energy of taking your time to communicate, taking your time to really study and learn, because the Swords is going to have books. They're going to research. So take your time, look at the details, read the fine line, read the fine print of any details. I mean, this is eclipse, so we're dealing with a lot of emotions here. So really take your time with your words and how you communicate. And lastly, we have a culmination. It's very positive. There is going to be some happy endings, some happy celebrations here with this World card. Yes, happy culminations towards this end here. And we'll put this right on top of here. If you stay resilient and be practical. Basically, these cards are almost the same as setting boundaries and staying resilient here and being persistent, especially with that Mother Earth, okay? Then you'll have the culmination. It'll be very positive on your end. Let's see what else we have for you guys. We have the loyal heart. Actually, let me just pull them out here and then read them to you. And soulmate. Now I'm going to read these oracle cards to you. This is the Wisdom of Oracle, the deck here, and we're going to start with 35, which is a loyal heart. And this is about fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. Wow. Okay. So evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that spirit is always loyal to you. No matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith. For you are eternally loved, always divinely protected, and divinely directed. So know that no matter what you're going through, it looks like this is a friendship or some type of relationship or support group kind of situation. But know that this eclipse that you have loyalty with God, you have loyalty with the divine, and devotion with the divine. Okay. And it's a 35, which is an 8, which means that there is movement, there is growth, progress. Okay. So now we have number 9, Treasure Island. So this card, the essential meaning of this card is that the law of attraction brings dreams into fruition. The results of positive thinking made manifest abundance, appearing as if from nowhere, financial gains and sharing of good fortune. So you worked hard and acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance. And suddenly, in the midst of it all, you hit the jackpot. You have uncovered the map of buried treasure and tapped into the unlimited potential within. What you must hone now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot, because some of these golden opportunities may be obvious, but others may be not so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way now as you enter this truly prosperous phase, because you are in a new phase with this eclipse season. Trust your intuition in this new phase of life, because it's a new phase. So there is major abundance happening for you. It's very abundant, especially when you are giving and receiving support. So you may be losing some friends here, but you may be gaining a lover, and there's some change here with this 41. Now, when I'm saying 41, I'm doing numerology, which is the number 5. Now, group 1. Harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, and relationship fostering personal growth. That's what this card represents. You are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. See, so it starts here, but it's going to end for the better. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. Now, group 1, my mic went off because an alarm went off on all the cell phones. It's very interesting. I can't even explain it. The video is showing the mic. The sound is really off and sounds really sketchy, and this was because of an alarm. However, I'm going to continue telling you what the cards say. As you know, you are going to end up with someone who's more aligned with you. You need to stay grounded, practice that Mother of Pentacles, and set some boundaries. Now, I pulled some extra cards, and I'm going to read them out loud to you. This card says, love yourself for the courage you've shown to arrive at your best version today. Let go of who you think you should be and embrace who you are. I think that is powerful and amazing, and said alone. Now I'm pulling one more card, and this is from the Crystal the Stone deck. And the card that was pulled was the Selenite. And it is for healers, believers, the current who need cleansing. So like for technology or juicing, you don't put this in a juice, but it's for cleansing. And when you use it, when you move into a new space, when you want to get rid of the lingering bad juju, when you pray to gods above, when you've been working with crystals and want to clear away energy you picked up along the process, and give them a gentle tap with some selenite and clear your path to enlightenment. It is all about cleansing and the spiritual cleansing and the inner cleansing. It's very amazing. And I have this crystal actually all through my house. I have it with a lot of my tarot decks because it is to cleanse the energy. And I also put it where I do my tarot reading. So I actually have one sitting right behind me right now. And after I do this reading, I put it here after I clear it. So this is for you, Pal 1. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you want to know more details, go ahead and click the link in the bio. And remember to join my Patreon to know more about this particular eclipse. Bye. Hello, Pal 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's get started. Let's get started. Let's see what you guys need to know for this eclipse season. At first, we're going to pull a card on what you need to reflect on. And we have the 10 of air. So whenever we have any air cards, it's all about socializing, your mentality, and communication. And when we have the 10 in numerology, the 10 represents new beginnings and infinite possibilities and the ending, right? So you're starting a new journey and you're ending a new journey all at the same time. So there is a rebirth here. There's also some type of realization that's happening, and this is something that you need to reflect on because you're at the end of a cycle. You're going through maybe some pain or some loss. This card normally in the regular standard of the way that I learned tarot has a bunch of swords on a person's back and they're in the water on the ground. This card is, it's depicted a little bit differently. However, this card normally represents something of pain and even physical pain. Okay, so this may be a painful situation, right? And you have to draw wisdom from the defeat. You also have to know that this is the end. It's not going to continue. This is the end of the journey. Everything comes to an end, but each night is followed by a new dawn. Okay, so this is what we have. This is what you have to reflect on, that there is an ending of something. It's causing you pain. There's some struggle here. Okay, now how can you receive some downloads? How can you tap in? How can you tap into your intuition and get the information that you need to help heal from this energy? So let's see what we have for you in this eclipse season. Oh, we have the Mother of Swords. So this is someone who needs to be confident. You need to be confident. You need to be strong in your convictions. You need to practice compassion and be confident at the same time. So be nurturing to yourself, yet have the confidence, okay? Someone who's very courageous, someone who's very outspoken in what they believe and what they say. They stick to their morals. And these are the things that you need to have when you're going through this situation. This is someone who is also very spiritual. Now, this could be you. You could be embodying this energy, or you can go to someone who has it and that can rub off on you. It could be someone who is a current fire sign, someone who is an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. But this is a woman. This is not a male, okay? This is someone who has feminine energy, who has all of these things. Someone who's courageous, someone who's strong in their convictions. They're very bold in what they feel. And yes, very spiritual as well, okay? And this could be you. You have to tap into this energy to get your downloads. You have to be confident in order to receive your downloads. Now, how to look after yourself during this eclipse season. And you have the Darter of Air. Now, anytime we have a darter, a page, then you have the energy of someone who is... The Darter is earth sign, okay? And I know it says air, so it's earth and air. So, and this is the beginning of, okay? So how do you look after yourself? You have to embody someone who is a young air sign. So a Gemini, an Aquarius, or Libra, right? You can, it's a young air sign. So maybe spend some time with them, hang out with them, especially if they're a family member of some sort. But it's talking about looking after yourself, and maybe a child energy will help you look after yourself because they could bring socializing and fun into your life. At the same time, you can embody this energy. You don't have to be around children, even though children are amazing to be around. You could take this earth and air energy and embody it. So what does that look like? This is a person who is communicating, someone who is researching, someone who is learning and taking their time to do it. The air energy is all about communication, socializing, and researching, reading. This is someone who is communicating in all areas. That's also reading. So this is what this person is, and they're very logical in how they think and they pursue life. Now, when you have such a young energy, it's embodying earth. So it's earth and air. So they're very practical and logical. They're very detailed in their communication. They're very slow and steady in their research. So this is how you can look after yourself. It makes me think of someone who is researching some self-care and being very detailed and researching some self-care. All right, really doing the research on it. Now we have what needs to change. Ooh, we have justice. So it looks like there's some imbalance here. This is the energy of Libra. And what needs to change is some fairness. There's injustice here. Something is not fair, and something has to be balanced. There needs to be harmony. This also, a Libra energy is very social, and they also believe in union. So this could be someone who is focusing on justice itself, the truth, what's right from what's wrong. That could be something that needs to change. Or this is someone who's very social and they believe in the unions, not just doing it on your own, but doing it with someone. For example, if you're in a relationship, a professional relationship, maybe seeking a therapist because it's you and someone else. So like, it's not you fixing your car, it's you going to a mechanic to fix your car, and you guys built this relationship to fix your car. So if it's someone who needs to get some inner work done and someone who's struggling from pain, then someone needs to probably seek a therapist, right? Because that's what the Libra energy is embodying. And how to transform. So but before I get there, what needs to change is that you need to either seek some guidance with someone, not do it alone, or there needs to be some balancing because it's imbalance. Okay, so what needs to change? 9 of Earth. Oh, how do we transform? We have the 9 of Earth. So how do you transform? This is someone who is self-made, someone who is basking in luxury. Earth is always representing our resources. And when it's the 9 of Earth, they're successful. They are very content. So how do you transform? Really enjoy the sweet life of things. Enjoy life. Enjoy all the senses of life. Go out to eat, pamper yourself, take care of yourself. This is someone who's resting. Very Venus energy, okay? Someone who is very material or financially comfortable. So how do you transform? Become self-made. Bask in the resources that you have or that you need to gain. This is someone who's gaining worth as well. So inner wealth also could be a component of this. It doesn't have to be the physical wealth that we are all used to. It could be inner wealth as well. So this is what you need to have to transform. Have the inner wealth as well. Let's see what else we have for you guys. Pile 2 for eclipse season. Ooh, time for a nap. It's time to rest. I think that's very clear. Time to reflect and rest. We have that moon. The moon is always representing our emotions, and there is time to be in solitude, even though here we have the justice. But right here, when there's some pain and you're seeking confidence, you need to seek solitude. You need to rest. Have a reset, right? And then exchanging gifts. I'm going to read that one. Let me pull actually all of the cards. Chop wood. I'm thinking this is a cleanse here from what I remember. And observer. Okay, so let me read these. This deck is the Wisdom of Oracle, if you are curious to know. I'm going to start with the 24. This card is about rejuvenation. It's about renewal and having temporary non-action. So you're here building the confidence, and there is backstabbing, and this is the end of a journey. But this says to take a time to rest. Do not have any action towards this. Allow the dreams to arise on their own. Okay. Now we have 27. And this is the law of giving and receiving. Let me see what we have under here. We have the daughter of air. Wow. So maybe you need to give and receive to this air sign. Maybe it is a young person and you need to be giving to them. This is about trade-offs, weighing costs, and determining the values of your gifts. Okay. You're entering into a productive enriching time in which all matters of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them, yet in order to honor them, you must put in the time and exchange experiences, skills, and commit heart and soul to what you are choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to be successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. You must engage in a dance of give and take, push and pull, doing and being. So I'm wondering if you need to give to young people who are reading, or who are researching or at school, because a page of air is someone who is young and are really into knowledge. So I'm wondering if you're a teacher of some sort, if you're an educator in some way, and you have the gift to teach people knowledgeable things, especially young people who are reading. This is what I'm getting from this card. So let me know if you are educator in some sorts. And this is a 9 too. So this is the end of it. But I'm wondering if this is someone who is giving as in the educational way. But you don't have to give far as reading. You could be someone who's gifted in socializing, because that's what this is too. But you're giving to someone, the confidence is here, and it's giving to a young energy. So, and you guys are exchanging gifts because it looks like this is going to help you transform, right? This is what you need to have your growth. This is what you need to look after yourself. Okay, so let's look at 42. It's about chopping wood. It's about being grounded in everyday experiences and humility. So really being humble. Maybe that's why the cleaning is there. There are times when the big dreams is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in beautiful blooms when it fully blossoms. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to be let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goals bring you into a state of receptivity. This is a deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative way, contemplative way, you clear your energies to receive your aha moments, which brings you ever closer to what you seek. So it's all about bringing you back to the basics here. And you need to go back to the basics and do the everyday mundane, to you it's mundane things, in order to really strip down the thinking process, if that makes sense, and really practice humility. And this will bring some balance in your life. I wonder if there was some money lost here. I see some earth energy here, and this is about money. So I'm wondering if you have lost some money here. But it really says to strip it down and be grounded. Or maybe you have a lot of money. Okay, so we have 49. That's 13. 13 is 4. There is some structure and some stability when you are the observer. So the observer card is all about perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. Okay, most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much that they don't believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective. So it looks like you need to take some step back. It's a time for nap. Take some step back. Really humble yourself. All of this is very much connected through your reading. So take some time back and you'll be happy, and you'll be able to see more from a distance than actually being in the actual situation. We're going to pull a few more cards for you guys. Pile 2. we have the Empress, and this is all about Venus energy and doing some self-care. Looks like there needs to be some self-care happening here, right? Also, this could be the energy of birthing an idea, birthing fertility as well. But this is Venus, and the Venus is all about really not being lazy, but really being comfortable and enjoying the senses of life, having a self-care day, really taking care of how you look. It's really embodying feminine energy. Also, it's Taurus and Libra. So going out to eat, smelling good, looking good, feeling good, right? Being around beauty, and nature could be beauty as well. So really get out into nature or go to a museum. But that is what you have. And maybe that's what you need to do to take that nap, or maybe you need to take someone, a young child that you know, to a museum. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So here we had the Daughter of Swords, and now we have the Queen of Swords. So this makes me think that you're really intelligent. You're a great communicator, or you're someone who's very social. So yeah, and you need to be nurturing, and you need to be compassionate in order for this eclipse season to really work out for you. But yes, and we have the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is the energy of, and this is Haiti McDonald. I'm actually gonna, you guys, this tarot, I know I'm going to tell you what this card means, but this deck came with a huge book. But look, the deck has the smallest little card box here. But this book is it's just amazing. So if you're new to tarot and you really want to get into tarot, this is an amazing book. Okay. But I really wanted to look at Haiti McDonald and see, it's about different women, famous women throughout the world. And Haiti McDonald was born in the United States. But this card is all about energy, right? And being very fiery and confident, and having physical activity, having the physical energy to do something. So this is like Aries, this is Sagittarius, very optimistic energy. Aries is like, I can do this. It's all confident. And this is also Leo. So it's the feminine energy. And all of this is very feminine now that I look at it. You have the Nefertiti. I mean, these are all women, but you have the Empress and the Queen of Swords. And, but this is a knight, so no, it's not as feminine. So let's see what we have for this knight. The youngest of 13 children, she got her start in show business as a girl growing up in Wichita, Kansas. At 15, she left school to join her father. She worked as a maid in order to support herself. When the stock market crashed in 1928, there wasn't much work, and so she moved to LA and joined her brother Sam and his sister, and they started to do the radio. So she was a play actor, and then she turned that act into the radio. She basically transformed what she was doing because there was, because the stock market crashed, she basically changed her gift into acting and transformed it into radio. So I'm wondering if all this, taking a break and taking a step back and then practicing humility, is because you need to change the perspective in how you are doing things. And then she even worked with Mae West. But this is what made her big, because she changed her act into radio. So it makes me think you have to change your perspective in how you're doing things, right? Okay, group 2. What else do we have for you? We have cutting away dense energy that holds you back from your goals. Trust in the process of divine timing. Okay, so it says cut away dense energy that holds you back from your goals. Trust in the process of divine timing. Let's see what else we have for you guys. Group 2. Be attuned to the rhythm and cycles of your life and notice the shifts and changes, especially through these eclipse season, right? Peace comes from you. Peace comes from the sacred union of nature and spirit. Okay. I am going to pull a crystal for your reading. Oh, I actually want to do, well, okay, I stopped at this one. This one, for some reason, is calling me too. So we'll do 2 crystals for you guys. So this first crystal is a garnet, okay? And the garnet, people who need garnets are writers who aren't writing. Oh my gosh. And we had this air energy here. So maybe you are a writer, you're some type of educator, or painters who aren't painting, sexual beings who aren't being sexing. So if you're losing your mojo, here we go here. You can put it any place that makes something art, love, and dollar bills. Okay. If you want something to be to have growth, then you put it there. When to use it, when you feel like the real you is getting lost in sometimes shallow, often materialistic priorities of likes driven culture. Wow. And we had this humility here, basking in inner wealth. Wow. So there's some imbalancing here on your material values. So go ahead and use that garnet. And then we have this interesting crystal here. This is a Shiva lingam, okay? And it's known as a Banalingas, okay? And it's for people who practice yoga or people who hate yoga. Wherever you seek enlightenment is when you should use this. So you can put it under a cushion in your bed. When should you use it? When your ego has you feeling too small or totally supersized. So it's all about your ego, okay? When it seems like you're sucking life force through a swizzle stick instead of a bamboo straw. When you've got baby making on your mind. Ooh, so here we got fertility. Go all in on your essence. Okay, so that's what we have for this crystal. Now I see why there had to be 2 crystals for this reading, but I hope this resonated with you. If you want to have a reading for the current eclipse, I have a reading on my Patreon. Also, if you want to know more about the current eclipse, I'm sure I have a video on that, just on astrology as well. So I hope this resonated with you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, group 2. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's get started. First, we're going to talk about during this eclipse season what you need to reflect on. And we have the 5 of fire. So you need to reflect on your fighting spirit, okay? You're probably really competitive, or you're probably an athlete, but there's some type of fighting here. And you need to reflect on the fight, the competition. You need to reflect on the challenge, the growth, the boldness. Fire is also about being bold, but actually this could be like growth, like you're fighting to have some growth. So this, you need to focus on the growth, okay? So the competition, the fight, and the growth. Let's see what else we have. How can you receive your downloads? Ooh, we have the 10 of water. Water is all about emotions, but you can receive your downloads through family, through love, through abundance, through thinking in abundance. And so being very positive and optimistic. This is also, you can see there's a family here, and water. Water is all about emotions and compassion and intuition, and it's dealing with family in this aspect. So in order to receive any downloads during this eclipse season, you need to focus on being very optimistic and have a sense of belonging, focusing on your self-consciousness and just happiness and harmony. Being aligned to whatever your family is, being aligned with yourself, or even tapping into your marriage. Now, how can you look after yourself during this eclipse season? You are reflecting on your growth here. You're reflecting on the competition, and you want to receive downloads through happiness and emotional security, right? So how can you look after yourself during this eclipse season? And we have the 8 of fire. So when you're dealing with the 8 of fire, it's all about movement. And you see, they're on a little I mean, not a little, but it's like all these people on one motorcycle. So this is about progression and movement and travel. So how to look after yourself. You want to have constant movement. You don't want to stay stagnant. You don't want to stay still. And what needs to change? Ooh, what needs to change is some emotions here. How are you feeling emotionally? Because God is now about to give you some new emotions and new relationship. Could be a new romance, but this needs to change. So the romance needs to change. The newness of a romance needs to change. If you are in a new romance, that needs to change. But God is giving you this. So I want to look further more into this. But this is also to like a new way of spirituality, a new intuition, a new way of tapping into intuition or compassion. And lastly, we have how to transform. And how do you transform? You seek the high priestess. This is a high priest. So the high priestess will be more intuitive. I'm thinking that this is a Hierophant in a regular tarot card. And the high priest is someone who is about their traditional beliefs. So your traditional beliefs looks like that needs to change, okay? The way that you are stuck in doing things. This also represents a Taurus card. So any of your stuck core values, any of your resources, all that is what this card represents. All that needs to transform, okay? We're going to get more into it with more cards. So we have the lovers here. So yeah, with this competition, it could be a competition with lover, someone that you are aligned with. Here are maybe there needs to be a growth with the lover. This eclipse season is going to teach you having growth with someone you're aligned with, not just a lover. It could be a partner that you're aligned with. You guys have the same values. This doesn't have to be someone you are in love with, but this could be someone that you are emotionally connected to, a soulmate of some sort. Whoever brings you harmony, whoever you guys have the same alignment, not dependent on, but the same values and the same alignment. This is what that energy really represents, not just a lover, okay? Now, with these two cards here, with the how to receive your downloads and how to look after yourself, you have the Knight of Cups. And this is a very fast energy with spirituality. Very fast energy, very clear in communication when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to your intuition, right? So you really want to look after yourself by really tapping into your intuition and going off of that gut feeling. And that gut feeling is your intuition. Now we have the Three of Swords. So yeah, this is a heartbreak. This is a romance that is a heartbreak, and the Three of Swords is about a heartbreak. Sometimes it represents surgery too, but there's like loss, there's a heartbreak. You see there's a heart with swords going in it. So there's some heartbreak here, and there could be progression if you let go of this love interest here. So this is about love. When I see these two cards together, God gave you a new romance, and there's a heartbreak. And it looks like you need to, in order to change this heartbreak here, it's just no bueno. So in order to change, you got to let go of this new romance. Okay, so how to transform, we have the Strength. Yeah, so practice some inner compassion. Really practice inner compassion with yourself. With this Strength card, this is also Leo, and a Leo is very confident and very brave, and it's all about me, 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 me. So let go of these old ways of thinking. It makes me think of if your traditional values were that you had to get married. If your traditional values are you have to stay married, and I'm not condoning divorce or anything, but I'm saying if this was some type of traditional belief you had, you have to stay confident, okay? Practice confidence, practice inner compassion. Maybe you're really hard on yourself because you are not sticking to your old beliefs of how you used to do things. But there needs to be some inner compassion here, because when you have inner compassion with yourself, then you're able to be strong with others. So let's see what else we have for this eclipse season. It seems like there's a lot of love here going on. A lot of things with relationships. This is like marriage here as well. And then now that I think about it, look at this Five of Fire. they look like they could be a couple too. So here we have some cards that fell out. And I'm going to read these. It says the thinker, cleaning up. Here, breathe. And we'll put this here. Yeah, so this is like in the center. Okay, so let's start with the thinker. I'm going to read this out of this book, The Wisdom of the Oracle. Now, 44, it's all about stability, right? And we have the thinker. So it's all about being very strategic and being very analytical and being logical. And it looks like here, when it comes to your family, when it comes to people who you're balanced with, when it comes to your intuition, you have to be a little bit more analytical. You have to be a thinker here. And then we have the cleanup card, which is in the center, and these are two lined up here. I find out when it's in the center, it's really big. And remember, we have the card of how to look after yourself, and it's all about progression. And it looks like to have progression, you have to clean up, getting to the core of the situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed is everything that this card is embodying. Yeah, so there's some movement when you clean up whatever the situation is. I'm going to look up 13, fork in the road. This card is about time to make a decision. When you have a fork in the road, look, and they can't decide where to go. And considering the consequences as you prepare to act. Owning up to the obligation to make a necessary choice. So it looks like you're torn, and there has to be a choice here, but it looks like you need to strip it away and clean it up for progression. And I wonder if you have this choice of here, time to make a decision. I wonder if you have to make a decision of this, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. So there has to be a choice that has to be made. It looks like it's with the Lovers. So let's see what this breathe card. It looks very positive. Ooh, it's about patience and waiting and going slow and wellness and meditation and trusting. So here we had this Knight of Cups and really going fast in our intuition. And here you have the meditating card and breathing and relaxing. Looks like to practice your inner strength. Looks like while you're going through this breakup of some sort, there needs to be some meditation. You have to have patience. Don't move so fast, okay? Waiting and going slowly is the key here when it comes to love. So really take your time and go slow, and have trust in God and the universe. Okay, pile 3. Let's see what else we have for you. Honor your commitments. Be loyal to your soul's longings. This is where you will find joy. Be true to yourself, okay? And we have here, it's only when we accept vulnerability that we are truly brave. Rise above your fears. If you have some fears with this love interest, it's something with the love and you can't make decisions, you need to rise above. Be vulnerable, okay? I'm going to pull a crystal for you guys, group 3. Ooh. We have the Crystal Cola. And a Crystal Cola is for anyone who is entangled. Anyone entangled in 24/7 fear cycle. Ooh, we had the fear here. Propagated by the political media complex. Those who can never find the right words. So this has political media complex. Anyone who has a fear with political media complex. Ooh, I want this crystal. Okay, where to put it? Hold it to your high heart and breathe. When you use it, when you feel small and vulnerable and are looking for someone to parent you. But then you remember that you are all grown up. But it's cool because you totally got this. Be your own mama. So this is someone who is really going dependent on themselves. Makes me think of this in your old traditions or something that you used to believe is no longer working here. And it's saying to use this crystal because you got it, right? And this is the crystal. If you want to screenshot this, I'm sorry, I didn't have it in a viewfinder, in a screen, but that is the name of the crystal, and this is what the crystal looks like. Amazing. Okay, so if you guys want more, if you want to know more about this eclipse, I know I have a video on it. If you want to know more about this current eclipse and the eclipse season, I have tons of videos on that. If you want a detailed reading and something more reading on this exact eclipse that we're currently at, I have a Patreon, and I've done that on my Patreon. And until then, you guys, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, Group 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's get started on what you need to know about this eclipse season. First, we're going to pull a card on what you need to reflect on. And it looks like you need to reflect on the Eight of Air. This is all about restriction. And normally it's someone who thinks that they are the victim, and they are not the victim, right? It's the person who made themselves the victim. If you see in this card, she's like laying on a stick, and she can lift up that stick. She's just, I don't mean to laugh, but so it looks like you need to reflect on your freedom and how you can release yourself, and you taking control, and you facing your fears, and you having self-empowerment. And this also could be the energy of surrendering, and you possibly need to surrender. But normally this card, the person has a mask on and they can't really see what's going on. It's all in their head. The swords is all about your mental, so it's all in your head. Okay, so you need to reflect on those situations, one of those situations or all of them. Okay, how to receive your downloads. We have a card that flew out, and we have the Devil. Now, this also could represent Capricorn energy. So this could be the energy. This card represents Capricorn. Yes, I know some people are like, why? But it does. And because Capricorn is all about restriction. Okay, how to receive your downloads, you probably need to be restricted. Now, this also could be someone who's really into materialism, and you need to stop being materialistic. You're obsessed, heavy sexuality, addictions, and this could be a problem on how you're not receiving your download. So if you want to receive them, you need to have the Capricorn energy and practice restriction and boundaries, okay, with these situations. Now, how to look after yourself during this eclipse season. You have the Son of Air. Look at him. He looks so happy. So this is the energy of moving fast, right? And this is in the center of your reading. Also moving fast with intelligence and with clarity. Someone who's very logical, practicing that, but taking your time. He's running, but the earth energy, because this is the sun, and the sun is, the daughter is the earth. The sun is fast. He's fast. So how to look after yourself. Whatever you think of first, go with it. Okay, that's what I see. This card. Go with your mental, your clarity, because that clarity looks like it's coming fast to you. God is giving it to you really fast, and go ahead and use that clarity because it comes really fast for you. Go with that gut instinct. Is what I see with that. Also, this young person is all about learning and communicating. We have two sun here. What do you need to change? This is a very young energy. You see, it's like a young kid. So it looks like you need to have some fun here and be a kid. This also needs to change. But this fire energy is going to have fun. So while this person here is all about learning and moving fast, right? This person here is all about the confidence and having fun, right? So what needs to change? The fact that you're not having fun, okay? This person is going to have confidence. They're going to have fun. They're living it out. Almost like childlike activities. They're going back to having childlike activities. They could be into romance and creativity at the same time. Very abundant thinker, someone who thinks in abundance, and someone who's brave, okay? And lastly, we have the Ace. Look at all these little boys here. It's a lot of little boys here, and it's all about how to transform, how to change, how to look after yourself, what needs to change, and how to transform. I'm saying you need to get out and have fun, okay? I don't know if you have a son But there needs to be some clarity here that God's given to you. You need to look at what God's giving you, because there's some clarity coming here that's going to help you change. There's some new enlightenment here. Air and air, all about mental. Also could be socializing, because air energy loves to socialize. So you could have that feeling there. But yes, there is some connection here that there are all these little boys in here, and this is the part of you growing and changing. So maybe you need to revisit that energy of being like a child, being very innocent. Let's see what else we have for your eclipse reading. Group 4, we have the Six of Cups. Yeah, so the Six of Cups is all about nostalgia in your past and the fantasy. And so there is some connection here. There is some connection here with childlike energy. So you feel like the victim here. You feel like you are just like, there's fear here, and you are stuck here, and you need to go back to your past, go back to your childhood, because there's a lot of little kids here. The Keeper of Swords, again, air energy. The Keeper of Swords is the king of air. And so you have the Son of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and now you got the Keeper of Swords, and the air and the swords are the same thing. So yeah, this is the energy of really embodying everything when it comes to logic, communication, and socializing. Okay. The swords is going to communicate it and be very logical in all their stuff. They're going to be able to break it down and analyze it, and just a bunch of intelligence. So you have to embody that instead of having this materialism here. We have the Two of Swords. You guys, major swords energy, but this is also like indecisive. And there's a decision here that you have to make. Maybe there's a decision here that you have to make in between these two things of what needs to change and how to look after yourself. So here you have the confidence in having fun, but then you also have the Son of Swords. The Son of Swords. So, is it logical? Okay. I don't know mentally if this is the best here to be so confident or to have fun. And you're indecisive about that. And we have the Page of Swords. Wow. Okay. So this is all. I wonder if you are an air sign, if you're a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, because it's all air here. You got, some other little stuff, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 air sign cards, and then the 2 are just here. Okay. So yeah, this is a young, again, this is on here twice on here. Well, we don't actually, this is the Knight. So, but yeah, so this is the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is going to take their time and use their intelligence. So you have this new clarity, but really look into the details of the words, really look at the details of any type of communication, really take your time in when you're socializing and having fun here. But yeah, it's all about communication. It's all about your mentality. It's all about being out and using that masculine energy, socializing, communication, and thinking. Okay, that's what you have for your eclipse. Let me pull some more cards out here. Soulmates, being with someone you're aligned with. Oh, we have love here again. Loyal heart and mending. Just from these cards here, there is something with love going on. Here I did say romance earlier. This is all about harmony and partnerships and love and friendships and companionships and relationships, fostering personal growth. So instead of here having all this addictions and materialism, and you need to set some boundaries, and you need to go to your childlike situation. It seems hardcore. There needs to be some socializing here. Someone's like, I'm alone, I'm by myself, I'm stuck, but it looks like it's not happening. You are creating that all by yourself, this negative image here, and you need to go back to your old days. Maybe even visit your old home here. But yes, so you need to find some friendships that help balance you out. And this card is all about fidelity and loyalty and devotion. I'm going to read this out of the book here. The book is called Wisdom of the Oracle. That's the name of the deck. And I'm going to read what 35 has to say. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. Now, I wonder what these two decisions is. One here being logical and the other one here having fun or being into romance. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that spirit is always loyal to you, no matter the outer circumstance in your life. Trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected and divinely directed. Okay. Oh, amen. I like that. And then it's 8, and that's movement 2. And now we got 52, which is mending. And 52 is the last card of this deck. So I know it's a 7, and 7 is always like, to me, a heavenly number and reflection. But this is the end of it, right? So forgiveness needs to happen, making amends, healing after an argument. I wonder what this communication is, and being brave and courageous, okay? Each time we are hurt, and allow the hurt to pass through us with an understanding and an integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal: the pain, the memory, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearsed over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, and that's what this eclipse is about for you. Healing wounds and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, to make amends to others, set yourself free. Okay, so if you're hurt and it's something with socializing, could be a Capricorn that hurt you or whatever, it's all about releasing and letting go. This right here just solidified the whole reading for me. I hope it did for you. It's all about mending and forgiving. Okay, group 4. Let's see what else we have here. The path isn't always a straight line. You come back to things that you thought you understood and see deeper truths. And then we have this nostalgia and looking back. So there is this energy of looking back, and I'm wondering if he's running back to whatever it is here. Your life lessons will be repeated until they are learned. Okay, so God is trying to tell you, look back, go back to your paths. And then too, that's what the eclipse is about, right? An eclipse is like you have fallen out your path, and God wants you to wake up because you need to go back to this path that you were on. Your life lessons will be repeated until they are learned. Guidance is on the way. That's basically... Wow, it just got, to me, I'm a Scorpio moon, so I love, like, give me the message, and it's clear here that you need to learn something, and this eclipse is like, here, wake up. I'm going to pull a crystal for your reading. For some reason, we'll do this one, but this brown one is really calling me. Here. So we'll read this one first. So we have the Hematite. I hope I'm saying it right. And it says that anyone stagnating or spun out of something, like a new crush or a lifelong existential dilemma. You can put this where you realize it's time to come back to earth. When to use it: when you feel stuck, when that moon time of the month, your period, and moon time is very emotional. When you want to pull energy from the earth below and use it to make big things happen, aligned to your wholeness. Very positive if you're into crystals or if you just need the message. Then we have the ruby. Look at that. Ruby looks pretty. Anyone who needs this is anyone with something worth fighting for. And then we have the Aries energy, and we have that fire here. In a ring, you can wear this on a ring, throw punches with it. In a bandor. And then also too, this ruby is the stone for July, which is very Leo and getting to the heart of the matter. Okay, when you want to show the world you're both beautiful and ferocious, when your sex life needs heaping tablespoon of spice, when doldrums have you done, when the doldrums have you down, reach for the ruby and some really red lipstick and come out swinging. Feed your fires. Yes, because it's all about Leo energy with that one. So really be courageous and use your fire. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated with you. If you want to know more about this particular Aries season, and eclipse season, go ahead. I have other videos on that. Also, if you want more on this, if you want a reading just on this eclipse season alone, go ahead and click the link because I have a Patreon video that you can watch. I will see you guys next time. Bye.